One more time, it's your boy Reggie Walker doing it big in Memphis, Tennessee on the city by the river. And guess what? The team named the Thunder had their hands full tonight in Game 6. Would they close it out against the Grizzlies? Well, the FedEx Forum is right behind you. The sign's right behind me. So why don't we go inside and check and see? And boys rhyming. Speaking of rhyming, very poetic on the night for the Grizzlies is O.J. Mayo entering the starting lineup. We picked things up at halftime. Why was he in the starting lineup? Well, to give Zach Randolph just a little more space to move in the paint. But the night, well, it was a crowded night as usual, but it belonged to Nate Robinson. Yeah, I said it, little Nate, Oklahoma City. Why? Because let's check out the trend. He comes in during halftime, and every time the huddle's going on, Nate's not paying attention. Look what he's paying attention to. Think it's a coincidence the Grizzlies actually up in this one 80-73 with 7 minutes left. I'm telling you, it's not a coincidence. It has to be the game plan of the Grizzlies to let the cheerleaders distract Nate Robinson. That's how they're going to win. Check this out. Good ball movement. Talked about O.J. Mayo earlier. 16 points on the night for him. 2 big ones right here down the stretch, giving the Grizzlies an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter. And let's check out Nate one more time to see what he's doing on the sideline. Look at that. The huddle's going on to the left. He's looking to the right. I told you it wasn't a coincidence. Check this out here. Next time, 88-79 is the score with 3:10 left to play. And then Mike Conley, who had an off shooting night, one of his 3 field goals, he was 3 for 12, but he had 12 assists. Those were big. Those were big 2 points there because that put the game out of reach. The Grizzlies, you hear the song in the background. You know what they do. All they do is win, win, win no matter what. And they came up with a 95-83 victory. Zach Randolph, 30 points. To go along with 13 rebounds. Scott Brooks, it's a long way back to Oklahoma City.
Jackson, Tennessee. A lot was made about how the Thunder closed out last game in Oklahoma City with a little extra whatever you want to call it. Do you think that your players use that as motivation, as fuel, besides just having their backs against the wall in Game 6, that they use that as well?
Well, if they use it as fuel, they didn't use it in the first half. We were getting our butts kicked in the first half. So, no, I think, when you're ahead, do whatever you want to do. You earn that right, and we have to do better defensively and offensively so that they're not in that position where they can have that kind of fun.
Hey man, you got Downs TV right here. I'm joined by Grizzlies starting shooting guard O.J. Mayo. I got to ask you, man, real quick. It seems like this whole playoffs, your swagger been on a whole nother level from the regular season, man. Go ahead and expound on just the energy and what you bring in this team right now.
Guys like Tony, Tebow, Mark, Mike, Grievous, guys that said, you had a rough third year, ups and downs, tears, smiles, frowns, a lot of things in 1 year, and erase it all, put it out your mind. Starting game 1 in San Antonio, we want to have you back, yourself, and go out there and play your game because it's definitely going to help the team. And guys in here just put tremendous amount of confidence in.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
All right.
I just want to ask you just today, the first time you've been in the starting lineup for a while, it seemed like you really adapted, man. You took on the role. This team came out. Team spirit came out with you. Tell me a little bit about your mindset going into tonight's game.
Man, it's a do-or-die situation today. I know if nothing, I had to quickly adapt and quickly come to my senses that it's more about the team than anything. And, of course, felt like it was the best situation for the team, and I was all for it, and I embraced it.
Real quick, man, I talked to you early on in the playoffs about it. There was a couple I saw you run down the tunnel on one of those plays, man, one of those phantom calls that we've been.
No, I wasn't upset at the refs.
You weren't upset at the refs?
No, I just got caught with my hand in the cookie jar.
Okay.
And, okay. That was all that was about. And
like I said, I know you don't want to get in trouble how the NBA is about.
Yeah. I just got caught with my hand in the cookie jar. I didn't mean to hit him. And like I said, I just got caught with my hand.
So it's all on the table for Game 7. Like you said, you ain't gonna big up Game 7. You just got to make it to the next one. That what you, as far as desperation goes, back against the wall.
Another game that our backs against the wall. Another hostile environment. And one thing for sure that we can hold our hats on is that we have won in that building, and we have to go with that mindset that, you know, with a great focus and great energy from the start to finish.
So it was surreal, maybe the playoff situation. You've been doing all these interviews on PTI and all this stuff, but now it comes down to a Game 7. You dream your whole life playing in a Game 7. Tell me about that feeling you got going into the next game.
This is what we play for. This is what we play for. We worked hard this season. We worked hard all year long to get to the playoffs, and now that we're in a position to make it to the conference finals, words can express, you know, what it means to us, all of us, and work very hard to get to this point. So we're going to leave everything we have on the court and hope for the best, and hopefully we get a win.
You got down CB, I'm joined by the Grizzlies starting center Mark Gasol. You guys have been really beat up in the paint. They've been packing the paint in on you. Tell me how big it was for the perimeter shooters to knock down a few shots in the second half for you guys to make that run.
You know, for an intact team, it opens up the floor. It gives you a lot of more space, and we did the right thing. I think OJ stepped up big, making some shots. I did too. Tony did too. I think everybody played well.
And you looking for your shot? How important is that for Game 7? Because you took 8 shots this time, but you don't usually take a lot of shots.
You know, as long as we win, I don't really care about how many shots I take. As long as we win, it's gonna be okay.
Well, Grizz Nation, it's time to stand up one more time. It's going to Game 7 now because the Grizzlies, well, they took care of business on their home court, but can they win 2 in a row to be the first 8th seed to make it to the Western Conference Finals and take on the Dallas Mavericks? You got to stay tuned to You Got Downs TV, and of course, keep up with the Grizzlies on every other network because the Cinderella, they haven't lost the shoe yet. I'll see you guys later.